Corey Braun. Your designated hitter tonight is number 21, Rafael Flores. And the rest of your Alaska GoldPanners who are field managed by Mark Lindsay. He is assisted by Ryan Hansen, Jake Taylor, and Marcus Mastroboni. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you all kindly stand. Remove your hats and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Thank you. All right, baseball fans, on the count of three, I want you to play ball. 1, 2, 3, play ball.
And with that, we welcome you to Growden Memorial Park in beautiful Fairbanks, Alaska. Welcome, everyone. I'm Garrow Von Dane. Ready to go with Game 2 of this 6-game set between the Alaska GoldPanners, pardon me, and the visiting Inland Valley Pirates out of the Sunset Baseball League in Southern California. GoldPanners, an independent team here in the 49th state. Chris Carlson, engineering and controlling cameras on PannerVision. PannerVision in year number, what are we in? Year number 21?
Proudly sponsored by Big Daddy's Barbecue.
Began in 2001, live GoldPanner games on the web in video and audio form. And here we are, 2022, Growden Memorial Park, here in the Golden Heart of Alaska. The pitching matchup tonight for Fairbanks, it's the 6'3" left-hander from Charleston Southern, Corey Braun. For the Pirates, it's the 6-foot right-handed pitcher, Blake Griffin. So, the lefty versus righty matchup today. As Corey Braun gets the start for Fairbanks, he is on the mound, getting loose here on the turf. And what a wild game it was last night. Didn't end so well for your GoldPanners. Panners had leads of 7-0 and 10-2 in the game, but lost. The biggest blown lead they've had this year. The Pirates came back to win that game 14-12, a game that took over 3.5 hours. And we are set to go here in Game 2 of this 6-game set. And the first pitch comes at 6:31 p.m. local time. And it is misses for ball 1. So here we go, Panners and Pirates again. Game 2 of a 6-game series, 6 games in 5 days. If you joined us for last night's game. Boy, that was a crazy game, and we could be in for a wild series. But, of course, you never know in this game. You get a 26-run game, and the next day you get a 1-0 shutout. But haven't been too many of those low-scoring games for the Panners this year, although the game before yesterday was 1-0 in 10 innings. But, again, that was a rare occasion.
That foul ball brought to you by the Glass Doctor.
Panners start today 16-11 with one tie. The Pirates in league play in the Sunset are 15-5. They're in second place behind those other Pirates the Gold Panners played earlier this summer. That one way inside actually hit him. So the 1-2 pitch hits Austin Holler.
Hit by pitch brought to you by Satterberg Law Office.
Nope, free passes really hurt the Gold Panners yesterday. And Corey Braun starts with a hit batsman on a 1-2 pitch. Here to lead off the ball game brings up Daniel Garcia. Connor McKinney will bat third, followed by Isaiah Marquez. Kyle Dobson is the designated hitter in the 5 spot. Anthony McFarland batting 6th. Gabriel Rico playing short and batting 7th. Bo Betton will bat 8th, and Max Shore catching and batting 9th. Just underway here in Fairbanks. Runner at first, and that ball is crushed to right field. Going back and watching it sail over the fence is Rimmer. And wow, a 2-run home run for Daniel Garcia. And 2 minutes into this game, it's 2-0 Pirates.
2-run home run by number 20, Daniel Garcia.
Pirates jump on top here. 5 pitches into the game. And brings up Connor McKinney.
Now to bat for the Pirates, number 35, Connor McKinney.
Well, I mean, yesterday, the Gold Panners scored 3 runs in the first inning and led 7-0 after 2, and we saw how much that meant in the end. Here's Connor McKinney with the bases empty. Corey Braun starts with a strike. Connor McKinney hit the ball hard yesterday multiple times. Big first baseman with 2 doubles. He scored 3 runs in the game. Checks his swing and just misses for ball one. 1-1 to Connor McKinney, the 6'5", 260-pound first baseman from Citrus Junior College. He'll be followed by Isaiah Marquez. Defensively for the Gold Panners, catching is Blake Hiraki. At first base, Isaac Shook, Caleb Milliken at second, Marty Munoz at short, and Tate Shamau at third base. This one's grounded up the middle. Long run for Munoz. A great scoop, but unable to set and throw. And looks like he hurt himself getting to that baseball. That's why he did not stop and throw. I wonder if that was a groin thing right there. The way he was moving behind second base. Got to it quickly.
Now to bat for the Pirates, number 29.
And so
Isaiah
an infield hit.
Marquez.
Boy, there was a bunch of infield hits yesterday for the Pirates, too, which you don't see too many of on this turf because the ball moves so quickly. As I go through my book, Pirates had 4 infield singles yesterday.
Hometown Physical Therapy.
3 of those came back-to-back in the 9th inning. So the first 3 have reached safely. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 on Isaiah Marquez, center fielder from Fullerton College. 2-0 Pirates right out of the gates. 2-run home run for Daniel Garcia. Grounded sharply to second. Milliken to second for 1, on to first, and a 4-6-3 double play. 2 away. Pirates yesterday got a home run from Anthony Gibbons. What a day the Pirates catcher had yesterday. Gibbons with 8 runs batted in. He officially went 3 for 5 with a home run, a double, and a single, and a sac fly. 8 RBIs. That's the most any player has had against the Gold Panners this year. Nothing in 1 with 2 outs and the bases empty on Kyle Dobson, the designated hitter. Dobson from Chico State. Braun misses inside, 2 balls and a strike. Panners, after leading 10-2 to start the 6th inning yesterday, were outscored 12-2 the rest of the way. And again, just too many free passes.
Brought to you by the Gold Daughters. Strike it rich with the whole
7
family with the Gold
walks,
Daughters in Fox.
2 hit batsmen. Another reached on an error, so 10 were awarded a free pass with the 7 walks, 2 hit batsmen, and 1 reached on an error. Of those 10, 7 of them eventually came around to score. That means 7 runs that shouldn't have got on base in the first place. That's how you lose a game, even though you scored 12 runs on 15 hits. Through the right side for a base hit by Dobson. 3rd hit of the first inning here. And brings up Anthony McFarland, 3rd baseman for the Inland Valley Pirates. Pirates are coached by Charlie Reynoso.
Anthony McFarland.
GoldPanners coached by field manager Mark Lindsay. He's assisted by Ryan Hansen, Jake Taylor, and Marcus Mastroboni. Those Pirates were impressive yesterday. Never quit. Never quit. Came all the way back. Swung the bats very well. My goodness, those last few innings, especially from the 6th to the 9th inning, they had 12 hits. 6 of those hits were for extra bases. A bunch of doubles and the home run by Gibbons. All that after the good start for the Panners when they led 7-0, and Cole Alexander 3 scoreless on 1 hit to start the game. And then everything changed after that.
Ball brought to you by State Farm Insurance.
6 different pitchers used for Fairbanks. Beautiful day here in Fairbanks. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's all for the Pirates here in the first, but they score 2 runs on the 2-run home run by Daniel Garcia. 3 hits and 1 left on. It's 2-zip Pirates. GoldPanners coming to bat. For the second consecutive day, Brock Rudy at the top of the order for the GoldPanners. Left fielder from the University of Utah. Brock Rudy will be only had a 2-for-5 day yesterday with a double and a single. Scored 2 runs in the first 2 innings yesterday. And on the mound For the Inland Valley Pirates is Blake Griffin, the right-hander. For the Pirates, at 6 foot tall, Chaffee College. It starts to Rudy with the ball and a strike. Panners in a 2-0 hole with their first at bat here in the bottom of the first inning. And he takes ball 2, a 2-run home run for Daniel Garcia. Right after Austin Holler was hit by a pitch to open up the ball game. Rudy hits this one deep to left. It's going back. This one's going to get over the head of the left fielder Benton. And Rudy's on his way to second, hustling all the way, and gets in with a stand-up double. Brock Rudy for the GoldPanners. Brings up Caleb Milliken. Milliken will be followed by the designated hitter tonight, Rafael Flores. Sean Rimmer in the cleanup spot. Tate Schimmel batting 5th. Brock Kless is batting 6th. The 7, 8, 9 hitters for Fairbanks, Isaac Shook, Blake Hiraki, and Marty Munoz. The Panners started the year with 11 wins and 1 loss and 1 tie. Since then, though, are just 5 and 10. And they have lost 5 straight games here at Growden. If you can believe it, the GoldPanners have not won here since the Midnight Sun game. This one is laced into center field, but on the run making the catch is Marquez. Rudy will tag from second and get to third. Hard hit ball by Caleb Milliken, but able to catch up to it was Marquez. We've seen some nice plays by the outfielders of this Pirates team. Some diving catches yesterday. They've been impressive. You'd never know what you're going to get with the opposition. You know, everybody's a non-league opponent, so you haven't seen them, don't know much about them. Well, Pirates were pretty impressive in a lot of ways yesterday. Certainly hitting and defense. Certainly in the outfield. Had some issues in the infield from time to time. Here's Flores with a runner at third and 1 out. Panners would love to get one back here, at least one, in the bottom of the first. Garrow Von Dane. It is a beautiful, sunny evening here in Fairbanks. I cannot smell a hint of smoke right now, and that is fantastic. It's been a while. Hit into center field. Should be enough for Rudy to score. Caught by Marquez. Brock will trot home with the first GoldPanner run of the game. Sac fly. RBI for Rafael Flores, and the Panners are on the board. It's a 2-1 game. And here's Sean Rimmer.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 22, Sean Rimmer.
Rimmer, some hard hit balls yesterday, but nothing to show for it. Wound up 0 for 5. Did score a run. Smoked one in the 8th inning yesterday, but a great diving catch by the Pirates right fielder Daniel Garcia. Rimmer on his way to Hawaii this year. And speaking of which, before tonight's game was down on the field, and someone shouted down at me from the stands, and it was none other than Dave Nakama, assistant coach at the University of Hawaii. And Dave, old friend of mine, was the head coach here in Fairbanks in 2016. I haven't seen Knox since then. Did not, he kept it a big secret that he was coming to town. Boom, there he is. Great to see Dave, and I'm trying to coax him up here to the press box so we can chat a little bit on air. But he's, of course, here checking out some of his players. There's a few Hawaii guys on the team. Blake Hiraki, who's catching tonight. Sean Rimmer, who is transferring to Hawaii after a couple years at Yavapai College. Cole Alexander, who started last night's game at Hawaii. Remember, swings and misses here for strike 3. That's all for the Panners in the first. They do score a run on one base hit, none left on. After 1, it's Pirates 2, GoldPanners 1. Gabriel Rico will lead off for the Inland Valley Pirates as we head to the second inning here. Growden Memorial Park in Fairbanks, Alaska. Garrow Von Dane live as we start inning number 2. The Pirates get 2 in the top of the first. 2-run home run for Daniel Garcia. And Brock Rudy coming in to score on a Flores sac fly. Look at the play by Isaac Shook on the first pitch. A little bloop down the right field side, and he running out to right field. Isaac able to catch up to it and make an over-the-shoulder catch to retire Rico. We saw a couple GoldPanner hits that way yesterday, where first baseman Connor McKinney was unable to make plays. Shuck showing his athleticism. Grounded to second. Milliken stops it, picks it up, and throws on to first, and quickly 2 away. Brings up Max Shore, catcher for the Pirates.
Number 7, Max Shore.
Corey Braun would love a 1-2-3 inning here in the second after giving up 2 in the first. The Pirates were not once retired in order in yesterday's game. Cole came close in those first 3 innings, faced 4 batters in each of the first 2 innings, and in the third, only faced 3 batters, but 1 reached. Got a double play to close out of the third inning. A ball and a strike on Shore. And here comes the 6th pitch of the inning. Ooh. Doesn't get the call. It's 2-1. Max Shore, the catcher from Riverside City College. Awaiting the 2-1 from Braun. And fouls it back over the netting.
That foul ball brought to you by the Pita Pit.
Heading over by the shaved ice.
Oh yeah, we got the shaved ice truck here.
Yep.
Appeared yesterday out of the ether. Braun misses outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. GoldPanners pick up a run in the bottom of the first. Brock Rudy leadoff double, came in to score on a sac fly from Rafael Flores. And the off-speed pitch lands in for strike 3. A 1-2-3 second for Corey Braun. Good response. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-1 Pirates. Garrow Von Dane here in Fairbanks. So good to have you with us on a beautiful sunny night. Finally here in Fairbanks. The smoke is cleared. Wow, what a feeling. I mean, it could come back any minute, but right now it's fabulous. GoldPanners trailing 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the second, and Tate Shamau leads off, and he grounds one to third. McFarland on a couple of hops, throws across, and unable to pick it out of the dirt is McKinney. And Shamau hurt himself going around the base, so he's out. And Jake Taylor furious right now. He's saying because he shouldn't be out.
If he turned left.
He didn't turn the wrong way, and Jake Taylor, you never see him get worked up.
I didn't see him turn the other way either.
And he wants to know why first base umpire Keith Jackson is ruling Shamau out. I mean, really, Jake Taylor's right there. And again, he never gets this excited. And here comes head coach Mark Lindsay out to first base. Shamau, meanwhile, stretching out his legs. I mean, and they're going to talk things over. Mark Lindsay now wants to know what's going on. Tate hurt himself after getting across the bag safely. And it doesn't look like the umpires are going to get together, and crowd doesn't like this call. Wow. So Tate Shamau is called out. So he has a single,
Now up to bat for your GoldPanners, number 25.
but then he's tagged out. Or no, rather, he reaches on an error, pardon me. Charged to third baseman McFarland. But then he's tagged out.
He might have started going left, but he wasn't. He was on the foul side when he did that. Look, he slipped. I don't think he ever crossed that one.
Man, tough break. Check swing, roller by Brock Kless to first, and taking it himself is Connor McKinney, and they run into each other. And everybody seems to be okay. But Kless is out number 2, brings up Isaac Shook. A strange start to this bottom of the second. Isaac with a great defensive play.
17, Isaac Shook.
In the top of the second inning, running up the right field line away from first base and makes the catch over the shoulders. Isaac, a junior from Francis Marion. Mentioned head coach Dave Nakama here in the facility tonight. An assistant at the University of Hawaii, watching some of his guys. His assistant coaches were Mike Lopez, son of coaching legend Andy Lopez. And Mike is building a pretty good career himself.
That foul ball brought to you by the Gold Honors. Learn the art
In the coaching ranks.
of goalpanning with
And
the
also
Gold Honors
Mikey Nance.
out of
And
the
heard
Seas
from
Highway.
Mikey yesterday. He's down in Florida. Didn't answer me what he was doing down there. That was a fun summer, 2016. Here's a chopper right side, a fair ball, and Shuck will head up the line, but the throw to Griffin covering the bag in time, and a 3-1 putout. And down go the Panners here in the second. We'll head to the third. It's 2-1 Pirates. Top of the third from Growden Memorial Park. Garrow Von Dane live here in Fairbanks, and the GoldPanners trailing the Inland Valley Pirates 2-1 as we start the third. And now, wait a minute, we got discussion with head coach Charlie Reynoso and the third base umpire David Noah. And I think they want the Pirates to move a little bit closer to the dugout where they were seated outside of the first base side dugout. And here we go. First pitch from Braun, in for a strike. At the top of the order, it's Austin Haller, was hit by a pitch. A 1-2 pitch was hit to open up the ball game. And then Daniel Garcia homered to make it 2-0. GoldPanners get one back in the bottom of the first. Brock Rudy leadoff double. Scored on a sacrifice fly from Rafael Flores. This one is lifted down the left field line. Long run for Rudy, but gets there and makes the catch. 5 straight retired now for Corey Braun. And brings up the aforementioned Daniel Garcia, who hit that 2-run home run. Out of Riverside City College. Pirates, that huge comeback last night. Connor McKinney, a 2-for-4 night with the 2 doubles and 3 runs. Anthony Gibbons, those 8 RBIs we talked about. Gibbons not in the lineup tonight. And then here's the 1-1. Lands it in for a strike.
Finish him.
Fouled back and out of play.
Heads up, concession stand.
So this is a 6-game in 5 days series. Tomorrow night is hockey night here at the ballpark. Always a great night. Hope to get some guests up here to the press box. Tonight is State Farm Insurance Night.
By Tommy G's Meat and Sausage.
So 7 p.m. tomorrow night, 7 p.m. on Saturday. And then 2 ball games for you on Sunday starting at 1 p.m. for Faith and Family Day. Chopper foul. And it hit Garcia on the foot. So he's going to walk that one off. 1 out, base is empty. Here in the top of the third on a gorgeous, sunny, warm, comfortable night here in the Golden Heart of Alaska. One hopper to the mound. And taking it himself here is Braun. No chances, just going to tuck his glove and run to the base.
Get to the chopper!
The 1 unassisted. 2 down for Connor McKinney, who had an infield single in the first inning. 6 straight retired now for Braun after navigating that first inning. And this one is grounded to first. Shook stabs it there, and he'll take it himself. And a 1-2-3 third for Corey Braun. 2.5 done. It's 2-1 Pirates. And the 2-2 to Dobson. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Dobson. No harm done on the leadoff walk. Good work for Alexander in the top of the first. No runs, no hits. Big thanks to our PannerVision engineers on the road trip. Danny Vaziri in Grand Forks. Alexis Friedman in the Tacoma area. Strike 3 called on Marquez. We're going to have to do that again. It was just amazing. Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Flores. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Alexander. Good start for Cole. He strands a leadoff double.
For the Inland
Cole
Valley
Alexander
Pirates,
has pitched
number
very
11,
well.
Austin Haller.
He allowed a leadoff walk in the first. Nobody got past first in the inning. Leadoff double in the second. That runner was stranded at second. He has struck out 4 through 2 1/3. And the Blake Hiraki will lead off for Fairbanks. Bottom of the third inning, a 2-1 game. Pirates in front. And Hiraki takes ball 1 from the right-handed starter Blake Griffin. GoldPanners with a run on 1 base hit. No Panner errors. The Pirates with 2 runs on 3 base hits. They have been charged with 1 error. Hiraki, his first plate appearance of the game. He'll be followed by Marty Munoz and Brock Rudy. And it's ball 4, a 4-pitch walk, a leadoff walk. The Panners have had the leadoff runner, well, sort of, aboard in each of the first 3 innings. Tate Shimau reached on an error, but then was called out as he lost his footing after crossing first base. And the first base umpire, Keith Jackson, said he was out, saying apparently that he turned the wrong way or tried to go to second before heading back to first. Don't know exactly what the call was. Panners didn't like it, but he was out. And here's Munoz, who hit his first home run of the season last night, hit the scoreboard over the right field fence. And Marty, if you heard the call, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But Munoz, he's had the mustache all summer. Well, guess what? He shaved before yesterday's game. I saw him after the game, and he was clean shaven. And I said, rats. Marty said to me before tonight's game, don't worry, I'm growing it back. But maybe he shouldn't now. Shaved it off and hit his first home run.
Nope.
Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch, and down goes Munoz for the first out here in the 3rd inning. And we go to the top of the order for Brock Rudy.
Back to the top of the lineup for your GoldPanners, number 29, Brock Rudy.
Brock, number 29, in a GoldPanner uniform. Panners in their blue tops that say Panners across the front. And the Pirates in those red jerseys that say Pirates. Shop foul. It's like baseball is the only place you see cursive writing anymore.
That foul ball brought to you by Jolly Roger.
On baseball uniforms. They don't teach that in school anymore, do they? Cursive?
We try.
You try?
In there between.
That foul ball brought to you by Alaska Aerofuel.
I mean, what do?
Great way to get the kids quiet. They love it.
What do?
They're just super focused on it, and it's a nice quiet time for the teachers. So yeah, we teach it.
I'm asking Chris because he teaches, in addition to what he does here with the GoldPanners. Ground ball to short, stepping on the bag, throwing to first for the double play is Rico, and that is it for the Panners here in the 3rd inning. We will head to the 4th. It's 2-1 Pirates.
Marquez.
Isaiah Marquez will lead off for the Inland Valley Pirates. We played the Ventura County Pirates earlier this summer in an entertaining series. These Inland Valley Pirates play in the same league, the Sunset Baseball League in Southern California. Corey Braun out for his 4th inning of work. It's 2-1 Pirates to start the 4th, and Braun facing Marquez, Dobson, and McFarland. 4, 5, and 6 spots in the Pirates batting order. 7 straight retired for Braun after giving up 2 in the top of the 1st. The 2-run home run for Daniel Garcia put the Pirates in front. GoldPanners got one back. RBI sac fly for Flores, scoring Rudy. And Marquez grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. And now is in the hole 0-2, but he pokes one through the right side for a base hit. The leadoff single for Marquez on an 0-2 pitch. Brings up Kyle Dobson, the designated hitter.
Now up to bat for the Pirates, number 27, Kyle Dobson.
I mentioned it earlier in the game. The Panners have lost 5 in a row at home and have not won here since the spectacular Midnight Sun game on June 21st. So it's been a while since the home fans here got to witness a victory. What is that, 23 days?
Been a while since we've flown the flags.
I mean, we're out of town for a couple weeks, but
Not pretty much right after the Midnight Sun game.
who would have guessed after that game, when the Panners went to 11-1-1, that they'd go this long without winning again here at Growden. The 2-1 pitch from Braun. There goes the runner. And it's popped up right field line and on the run, and it lands on the chalk in front of Rimmer on the chalk. And so 2 aboard with nobody out here in the 4th. Did he call a foul ball?
He did this.
Did he call that a foul ball? Is that what's going on here? Now, obviously, it looked to me like it hit right on the line. I, of course, don't have the best angle at it. But Charlie Reynoso all the way over to discuss things. So it's been a busy game so far for first base umpire Keith Jackson. And now Dwayne Clements is going to be brought into the conversation, the home plate umpire. And let's see how this shakes out. This is a big call here. And so they're saying it's a foul ball. Am I right?
You're right.
Yeah.
The call on the field is a foul ball. The runner will return back to first base.
Yeah, 2-2.
Kyle Dobson will be back up to bat.
Okay, so we'll do it again. Dobson with a 2-2 count. And a runner at first base. And nobody out. And time is called. Outside for ball 3. Big pitch coming up here 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 on and nobody out. And Braun throws the first runner back safely. And they got him picked off. Throw to first. Shucks got it. Throws to second. And Munoz applies the tag and out at second base. Caught stealing. Goes 1-3-6. They take care of Marquez. And it's still 3-2 on Dobson. And he walks him. And now Anthony McFarland, who struck out swinging in the first inning, will step up. So Braun went 7 straight batters with out allowing one to reach. And now a single and a walk here in the 4th. McFarland the batter at a UC Riverside. Man, it is an awesome evening here in Fairbanks. Just a slight breeze going left to right. Perfect night for baseball. And now we hope that that smoke just stays away, but at any rate, nice to get a reprieve here today. Two balls and a strike to Anthony McFarland with Gabriel Rico on deck. Grounded right side. Oh, attempting a diving stop was Milliken, but it got underneath his glove into right field for a base hit. The throw in almost hits Thompson at second base.
Now to bat for the Pirates.
So single walk, single here in the inning. He caught stealing in the middle, so there is one out. 2 aboard. The Pirates leading 2-1 here in the top of the 4th, and now Gabriel Rico, who popped out to first in his first at bat, stands in for the Inland Valley Pirates. Rico, a teammate of GoldPanner catcher Rafael Flores at Rio Hondo. Or at least was. Don't know where
by the Gold Doggers.
Flores will be this upcoming year.
What it's like to be
will he be a professional, or will he be at another school? He's draft eligible, and that's coming up in just days. Check, swing, strike. It's 0-2.
Finish him.
1 out and 2 aboard for the Pirates. Corey Braun could use another double play ball here. Chopped foul.
That foul ball brought to you by Foundation Health Partners.
And another 0-2 coming from Braun. The left-hander, 6'3" from Charleston Southern. It's from Seminole, Florida. And it's fouled off again.
That foul ball brought to you by Alaska Waste.
GoldPanners started playing in 1960. These Inland Valley Pirates began in 2014. It was exceedingly difficult to find any kind of stats from the Pirates. As a matter of fact, I couldn't from the season. Everything I could dig up was from past years. Any link I followed would take me to 2016 or 2018. So if someone out there can show me where I can find some Pirate stats, tell us on the YouTube chat. Foul tip into the glove of Blake Hiraki, and so Rico is a strikeout victim. The third
Now,
K
Pirates, number 10,
for
Bo
Corey
Benton.
Braun. That is the second out of the inning, and now Bo Benton. Right now, your hopes for Braun are that obviously he doesn't give up any more runs and that he can get through 5 innings. He's through 3 2/3. And now facing Bo Benton from Riverside City College. Benton grounded out to second in his first at bat. And
Somehow, in a different dimension.
that's it's ball 2. Outside for ball 3. Remember to follow the GoldPanners on all the usual social media sites. Alexis Friedman taking thousands of pictures, putting them up on the Facebook page and the Instagram page. Up to the minute news on the GoldPanners Twitter page at Real GoldPanners. Swing and a miss. It's 3-1 on Benton. And we met young lady McKinley yesterday, who's in charge of GoldPanner TikTok. And Happy Boy's been featured on TikTok. And who would you rather see? 3-2.
Finish him.
And if you're on PannerVision right now, which you must be, go ahead and click the subscribe button at the top of the page if you have not done so already. What number are we at, subscriber-wise, do you know?
Around 350, climbing. They're being generous out there.
350. Henry was supposed to have a giveaway. Henry's MIA. We don't know where he is. One hopper back to the mound. Braun turns, throws, and gets the out at first base. No harm done despite 2 base hits and a walk. Good work for Corey Braun. It's 2-1 Pirates through 3.5. Absolutely crushed to left by Sean Rimmer. You're welcome. The rim shot onto 2nd Avenue gives the GoldPanners a 3-2 lead. And absolutely no doubt when that one came off the bat.
By number 22, Sean Rimmer.
A monster blast over the left field fence here at Growden. And Yavapai Sean Rimmer, the All-American, gives the GoldPanners the lead. And now he's going to try for third. Here comes the throw, and it's there and out at third base. Is Peyton for the second out of the inning. San Diego Waves here next. They're off to a good start. Runner takes off. Here's a throw to second base. Oh, it's on the money. What a throw from Shuck. The tag by Harrison. Caught stealing, ends the tag.
Caleb Milliken.
Caleb Milliken will lead off for Fairbanks. Still fighting this nagging cough that won't go away a month later. Rounded right side. And it's a foul
Brought
ball.
to you by Mount McKinley Bank.
We start the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 2-1 game. The Inland Valley Pirates took a 2-zip lead top of the first. Panners answered with 1 in the bottom half of the inning, and that's where we sit here in the bottom of the 4th. Caleb Milliken, Rafael Flores, and Sean Rimmer do up. That one is in the dirt in front of home plate. And it is Blake Griffin out for his 4th inning of work for the Inland Valley Pirates, who won a wild, wild game last night, a long one over 3.5 hours. Came back from an 8-run deficit. Trailed by 8 in the 6th inning. Came back to win it 14-12. If you left that game early, you woke up today and said, what? That's why you can't leave these games. Little bloop towards third, and McFarland is able to make the catch. Milliken is out number one. Just one Gold Panner hit tonight. That was a leadoff double by Brock Rudy in the first inning. That's been it. Another reached on an error, but was tagged out on a controversial call after reaching first. And Blake Hiraki walked. That's been the only base runner since Brock Rudy. Two runs on 5 hits for the Pirates. 1 run, 1 hit for the Gold Panners. After the Panners had 12 runs on 15 hits yesterday. But anything can happen. Yesterday, it was 7-0 Gold Panners after 3. 7-1 at this stage of the game through 3.5. The 1-1 misses inside, 2 balls and a strike to Flores, who picked up a sac fly RBI in the first inning. Raphael, a 3-hit night in game 1. He and Tate Shamau each had 3 hits last night. Flores with 3 runs batted in the game. Outside for ball 4, a 5-pitch walk to Flores. Second walk issued by Blake Griffin, Chaffee College.
Now up to bat for your Gold Panners, number 22, Sean Rimmer.
And here's Sean Rimmer, who struck out swinging in the first inning. Garrow Von Dane here at Growden, home of the Panners since 1961. You can find a lot of pictures of Growden online over the years. This one is fouled back. This one's going to hit the roof of the press box.
That hit the roof. That foul ball brought to you by Allstate.
There are
Insurance.
pictures of the Midnight Sun game going back to 1908. I believe that's the earliest known photo of a Midnight Sun game here in Fairbanks. Midnight Sun game, as best we can tell, began in 1906. And another classic this year in 2022. But those guys didn't know back then and what they were starting. In 1906, it was a couple of bars going at it. The California bar against the Eagles Club. The Drinks versus the Smokes. The times have changed a little bit. This year it was the Gold Panners and Waves from San Diego.
Heads up, Beer Garden. Since that
Sean
landed
Rimmer
in
with
the
a ball
beer
and 2
garden,
strikes,
that ball
and Flores
sponsored
at first
by
base
Big
with 1
Daddy's
out.
Barbecue.
Checked his swing, and it's called ball 2. Sean Rimmer struck out swinging in the first inning. Had an 0 for 5 night last night. He's 0 for his last 8 overall. And he takes the slider outside for ball 3. Runner at first with 1 out. Panners trailing by 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. And Rimmer grounds this one up the middle and through for a base hit. Good work for Rimmer on a 3-2 count to drive one up the middle. And 2 aboard for the Gold Panners. That's the first hit since Brock Rudy's leadoff double in the first inning. And now head coach Mark Lindsay having a few words with Home plate umpire Dwayne Clemens.
Now to bat for your goaltenders, number 6, Tate Shamau.
Tate Shamau will stand in. Goldpanner third baseman, who was called out on that controversial play in the second inning, reached first on an error and then kind of stumbled across the bag and then was tagged out by the first baseman, and first base umpire Keith Jackson said he was out. An argument ensued, but the call remained. And now Shamau, batting with an 0-1 count, swings and misses for strike 2. Shamau 10 for his last 17. He's been hot. The recent high school graduate on his way to USC. Not sure if they've hired a head coach. Swing and a miss. Shamau strikes out on 3 pitches. But now SC, of course, will be moving conferences. It's impossible to keep up with all of it.
Now to bat for your goaltenders, number 25, Brock Kless.
Every other sport is at the mercy of football and that television money that comes along with it. It's crazy. I'm a Pittsburgh native, and West Virginia University is just down the road, an hour away. And WVU plays in the Big 12, have for, I don't know, a decade now or so. Their closest conference opponent is 800 miles away. I mean, you joined for football, but now your track team, your volleyball team, your rifle team, they're all traveling thousands of miles for every game. But it's all about the student athlete, right? I will stop there. Brock Kless trying to drive in a Goldpanner run and tie this game, or maybe more, here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Takes outside, it's 2-0. Brock 0 for 1 today, grounded out to first on a check swing roller. Flores at second, Rimmer at first. The 2-0 to Kless. Takes outside, Brock from UC San Diego. .6'2", 210 out of Valencia, California. The 3-0. Swings at a pitch coming in on the hands, and foul tips it for strike 1. On deck is Isaac Shook. The 3-1, and this one is popped out of play. So the count will go to 3-2 now with 2 outs.
That foul ball brought to you by the Glass Doctor. They specialize in fixing all pain.
Panners are just 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position today. And here's the payoff pitch. Grounded, left-sided as a roller to McFarland, who throws onto first and just in time to get Kless. That's it for the Goldpanners here in the 4th inning. Strand a couple of base runners on a hit and a walk. We have played 4 complete. It's still 2-1 Pirates.
That out to me.
The Troutman wedding party out there on the third base side, enjoying a beautiful night of baseball here at Growden. Ground ball right side, fielding it there is Milliken, who gets it to Braun, to the bag, and they say Corey took his foot off the bag, and the ruling is the runner is safe, and here comes head coach Mark Lindsay to argue this one as he is coming out with some urgency now, and first base umpire Keith Jackson has been under fire here tonight. Mark Lindsay pleading his case, but it looks like, for the time being at least, Max Shore is going to be safe at first base. And, well, let's see now. Coach Lindsay has talked Keith Jackson into discussing this with Dwayne Clemens. Unusual to have this many controversial calls over at first base. And the call will remain, so Shore is safe.
Stands that the runner was safe.
And so
Back to the top of the lineup for the
I
Pirates.
guess the
Number
error
11,
will be
Austin
charged then
Haller.
to Braun. So the error allows Shore to reach. And the leadoff man aboard for the Pirates for Austin Haller. 2-1 lead for Inland Valley. They got 2 in the first, nothing since then. Good work for Braun after that 2-run home run for Garcia. And this one is popped up left field side, foul territory, and Shamau. Good effort,
That
but
foul ball brought
no
to you by
shot.
the Gold Daughters. Visit thegoldaughters.com or find them on Instagram at Gold Daughters for more
The
information.
Pirates had 3 reach safely in the fourth, but Braun kept them off the board. And Braun deals one down low. It's a ball and 2 strikes here on Haller, who's 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored on that home run by Garcia in the first. 5 hits for the Pirates. The Alaska GoldPanners have just 2 hits through the first 4 innings of this game. Panners were shut out by the Studs in the road trip finale in Tacoma a few days ago. That's the first and only time this season, and that 2-2 pitch hits the batter Haller.
That hit by pitch.
No
brought
one
to you
getting
by
away from
Center
Braun.
Office.
And the
You've
second
been
hit
hit by a
batsman of the
pitch.
day,
Call Bill and he may make you
and the
rich.
second that hit Austin
The
Haller.
settlement claim. Now to bat for the Pirates, number 20, Daniel
It was
Garcia.
an off-speed pitch, so Austin just stood there and took it. And 2 aboard now without the benefit of a base hit. And here's Daniel Garcia, who's 1 for 2, had that 2-run shot in the first inning. It was a no-doubter, too, over the right field fence. Braun gives him a fastball for strike 1. Pirates threatening here in the 5th. You know, the Panners and head coach Mark Lindsay just want Corey to get through this 5th unscathed and then turn it over to the pen. Matthew Pinal is starting to get loose. Off-speed pitch is fouled off.
That foul ball brought to you by Doyon Utilities.
Interesting to go around summer baseball these days. And, you know, the Pirates were born in 2014, the GoldPanners back in 1960. And so many of the old traditional teams like the GoldPanners have disappeared under the ever-changing landscape of summer collegiate baseball. Some of those teams we faced down in Tacoma The Seattle Studs and Ever Merchants have been around for a long, long time, especially the Studs since the 50s. But we're seeing less and less of that. The teams in the Alaska League, yeah, they've been around a good long while. But the Jayhawk League in Kansas, so many of those teams are gone. Few of them remain, like the Hayes Larks and Liberal BJs, but so many others have disappeared. It's tough to keep it going. You got to constantly adapt. And the GoldPanners have been able to do that, certainly in the last few years under GM John Lorkey. This one is dropped into left field for a base hit. Runner will be held at third as the ball comes in from Rudy. Just a little popper down the left field line. That's the first hit of the inning, but it loads the bases with nobody out here in the fifth. So big moment of the game here with the Inland Valley Pirates leading 2-1. In the top of the fifth inning, they have the bases full with nobody out. And Corey Braun will face Connor McKinney, the big first baseman, who's 1 for 2 today on an infield hit. McKinney, big swing and a miss for strike one. Shore at third, Holler at second, Garcia at first base. And nobody out. Corey Braun with the 1-strike pitch. Deals an off-speed pitch outside for ball one. Big opportunity here for the Pirates. 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. McKinney, the 3-hitter, takes up and away for ball two. Boy, you got to be careful here. You don't want to give McKinney a hitter's count. The base is full and you can't walk him. The 2-1 delivery from Braun is on the way. And it's popped out of play. That will even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The ball is fouled into the park next to the cabin. Sand volleyball going on over there. Parks are always full in the summertime in Fairbanks. Summer is short and spectacular. You got to take advantage of every moment under the midnight sun. Into left field for a base hit for McKinney. In to score is Shore. Behind him comes Holler. He scores, and it's 4-1 Pirates. A 2-run single for Connor McKinney, and the Pirates extend their lead. First and second now, and still nobody out. Boy, the free passes, the error, and the hit batsman to open the inning.
Number 29, Isaiah Marquez.
We mentioned all the free passes yesterday that the Panners gave up. 10 reached safely on a walk, a hit batsman, or error, and 7 of those eventually scored. And today, you've got 2 hit batsmen and an error. All 3 of those have come in to score, and it's a 4-1 game. Here's Marquez, and the Pirates have gotten hits today, too, with 2 strikes. Marquez has 1 for 2 today, single, and a 4-6-3 double play back in the first. And Braun's got to get himself out of this one. It's 2-0. Matthew Pinal continues to throw in the GoldPanner bullpen. Check swing, and it's called ball 3. If he loses him here, that might be it. The 3-0. And it's ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Marquez. 5 straight have reached to open up the 5th inning. That will load the bases. Here comes Mark Lindsay, and that's it for Corey Braun. Back to Growden in just a moment. Into the ball game for the GoldPanners is Matthew Pinal, number 4, Matthew Pinal, two-way player for Fairbanks. At a Long Beach College, a freshman from Southgate, California, 6'2" right-hander. And he steps into a hot pitch and the bases are loaded. 2 runs are in, there's nobody out here in the 5th. And the first pitch to Kyle Dobson is in for a strike. A 2-run single for Connor McKinney with the bases full. Then a walk to Marquez loads the bases. That's it for Corey Braun. That ball is bounced in the dirt, gets away from Hiraki, and a run will score on the wild pitch, a hard breaking ball. And Hiraki unable to corral it, and it's 5-1 Pirates. Ball and a strike on Kyle Dobson, the designated hitter. An error, a hit batsman, a couple of singles, a walk, and a wild pitch. High chopper. The only play is to first, and Shuck able to hang on to the baseball. Another run comes in as McKinney scores. That's the first out of the inning.
Now to bat for the Pirates, number 14, Anthony McFarland.
Over to third goes Marquez. 4 runs are in here in the inning on 2 hits, both singles. The infield comes in now with Marquez at third and 1 out. And Anthony McFarland, the batter. Things unraveling for Braun and the GoldPanners here in the 5th. But as we saw yesterday, still a lot of game left. Anything can happen, but Pinal trying to limit the damage here in the 5th inning.
That foul ball brought to you by Hometown Physical Therapy.
Panners played 3 consecutive, very clean, well-pitched games, well defended. Until yesterday. But it has been an up and down season. Certainly over the last 15 games, 16 now. This one will go to first, and Shuck holds, looks at the runner at third, and steps on the bag for out number 2. Good work from Matthew Pinal so far.
Now to bat for the Pirates, number 25, Gabriel Rico.
And now Gabriel Rico, who's 0 for 2 in the game. 6 runs on 7 hits for these Pirates. The GoldPanners with 1 run on just 2 base hits. After Rico would be Bo Betton. Did he go? They say no on the appeal. And so it's 3 balls and no strikes.
Nope.
From Pinal to Rico. And it's ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Rico. That brings the 9th batter of the inning to the plate in Bo Betton.
Now up to bat for the Pirates, number 10, Bo Betton.
Betton is 0 for 2. And Pinal will try to take care of him, and ball is in the dirt. Good stop by Hiraki to save a run. Chopper foul. Well, tonight it's going to be the GoldPanners that need to pull off the comeback win.
Local gold diggers from 10 a.m.
After
to
the
6
Pirates
p.m.
did it yesterday.
all summer long, out on the Skees Highway across from the Alaska Pipeline Viewpoint.
Well, you mentioned the Stees Highway. Boy, stay away from that. I made the mistake yesterday of getting on there. All the construction. Ground ball to second. Backhanded stop by Milliken. He throws on to first in time to get the out there. The Pirates send 9 batters to the plate. They score 4 runs on 2 base hits. They lead it 6-1 through half a ball game.
Now to bat for your goaltenders, number 17, Isaac Shuck.
GoldPanner half of the fifth, and time to get to work offensively as the Panners give up 4 in the top of the fifth inning. And now trail this game 6-1. A run on just 2 hits for Fairbanks, but plenty of time here. And Isaac Shuck will get things started, followed by Blake Hiraki and Marty Munoz. And this one is hit hard and deep to left field off the bat of Shuck, and it's on to 2nd Avenue. A solo home run for Isaac Shuck, and it's 6-2. And the crowd right back into this one.
For number 17, Isaac Shuck.
16th home run for the GoldPanners this summer. And high fives for number 17 as he returns to the GoldPanner dugout.
Number 31, Blake Hiraki.
Brings up Blake Hiraki. And it's a 6-2 game. Hiraki walked in his first plate appearance. That one thrown to the backstop.
Bruh.
Lined right back at Griffin. He's able to protect himself, knock the baseball down, get it to first, and a good scoop by McKinney and somehow get Hiraki out. And Griffin escaping injury by getting his glove on that baseball first, but then having the wherewithal to make the play. And it just goes down as a 1-3 ground out in the scorebook. The Panners hitting the ball hard here in the inning, and now everybody's going to come check on Blake Griffin. That must have got part of him too, more than just the glove, if everybody's coming out to look at him. And here's Marty Munoz. Munoz struck out swinging in his first at bat. And now the trainer is going to come out and look at the right-hander Blake Griffin, who is throwing right now. But the Panners starting to make better contact here in the fifth. It's now a 6-2 game, and a right-hander will start to throw in the Pirates bullpen. Garo Von Dane with you here in gorgeous Fairbanks, Alaska, on a non-smoky night here under the sun. The days are getting shorter, but the days are still beautiful here in Fairbanks. We've only got a couple weeks left. Don't miss a second of the action here on PannerVision. And if you need to miss some, don't worry, you can go back and catch the archive broadcasts on YouTube. This is a 6-game series in 5 days, wrapping up Sunday and off day Monday. And then Tuesday, we start set with the San Francisco Seals. Another 6-game series. And then we're off the 25th before starting a home season ending series with the Flagstaff, Arizona Star Chasers. Back in action here as Blake Griffin works to Marty Munoz and starts with 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out, bases empty, 1 run is in here in the bottom of the fifth as a right-hander throws in the pen for the Pirates. And a ball 4. 1 out walk to Marty Munoz, and we go to the top of the order for Brock Rudy. So some potential here in the inning. 1 run is already in.
Back to the top of the lineup for your goaltenders, number 29, Brock Rudy.
And now we go to Brock Rudy. 1 for 2, doubled and scored in the first, grounded into a double play in the third inning. The East Bay native takes a strike on the inside corner from Blake Griffin. As the Panners start to come alive a little bit here offensively in the fifth and have something working. And Brock Rudy at the plate takes outside for ball. 1-1 now on Rudy, with Milliken on deck. Hit into right center field, a base hit for Brock Rudy. Flying around second base is Munoz. He'll get to third easily. Second hit of the night for Brock Rudy. And the Panners, with their second hit of the inning and their third base runner,
Now to bat for your GoldPanners.
have Gold at the corners with one out.
Milliken.
Milliken 0 for 2 so far in the game. Hard liner to center in the first. Popped out to third in the fourth inning. Caleb out of Pomona Pitzer. And he pops this one up in foul territory, third base side. And caught by McFarland for out number 2. And tagging from first and going to second is Brock Rudy. And now it's up
Now
to
bat for your GoldPanners. Number
Rafa
21,
Flores.
Rafael Flores.
RBI sac fly in the first to center field. Walked in the fourth inning. And here comes head coach Charlie Reynoso out to the mound. He's going to speak to his right-hander Blake Griffin. And now the Pirates hoping they can just get 5 out of their right-handed starter. He might be starting to wear down in the fifth. Still with a, I'm not going to call it a comfortable lead after last night's game, but a 4-run lead. But Gold at second and third for Rafi Flores. And Flores officially 0 for 0 in the game. And he's had a great summer offensively and behind the dish. Mentioned the wedding party that was here over on the third base side. That's Andrew Trotman's family, Gold Panner pitcher, Fairbanks native. Andrew's sister is getting married here on Saturday. Congratulations to her and the entire Trotman family. Partying here to start the night. What better place? First pitch to Flores is in for a strike. Second and third, 2 outs. 1 run is in. Panners, though, with a chance here to get right back in the game. And it's ball 1. 1-1 to Flores from Blake Griffin. Can he get out of this inning protecting the 6-2 lead? Or can Flores get the Panners right back in it? Here's the 1-1. Fouled out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by Denali State Bank.
Swing and a miss. He strikes out Flores. A huge pitch for Blake Griffin. And the Panners pick up 1 but trail it 6-2 through 5. We're back here at Growden as we start the top of the 6th inning. Matthew Pinal, second inning work for the GoldPanners in relief of Corey Braun, who lasted 4+. Corey giving up 6 runs, only 3 earned on 7 hits. He walked a couple, struck out 3. Pinal, excellent work to close out the 5th inning. Faced 4 batters, walked 1. The other 3 grounded out. So during the inning break, head coach of the GoldPanners, Mark Lindsay, came out to discuss things more with the umpires, and I don't know what the discussion was, but Mark Lindsay was ejected. So head coach Mark Lindsay tossed before the start of this 6th inning.
That foul ball brought to you by Bigfoot Pumping and Thawing.
Panners have been less than pleased with some calls today, but I don't know what the final discussion was. But Mark Lindsay ejected, so Marcus Mastroboni takes over, bench coach for the GoldPanners. And Matthew Pinal works to Max Shore. It is a 6-2 lead for the Inland Valley Pirates here in Game 2 of the 6-game series on State Farm Insurance Night here at the ballpark. We appreciate them for sponsoring tonight's game and bringing lots of goodies for the fans. Strike 3 called. Pinal K's Max Shore. First strikeout for Pinal.
Got him! Got him! Back to the top of the
And we go to the top of the order for Austin Holler.
Austin Holler.
He'll be followed by Daniel Garcia. GoldPanners baseball here on PannerVision. Every game all summer long. And we will take things on the road to Salt Lake City in early August. To Kearns, Utah on the west side. Looks like a really cool field if you look up the MGF Marshals. They're the ones hosting. They're Utah Marshals, but officially the MGF Marshals from Marshall Gates Foundation. But a really cool ballpark designed by a former major leaguer. And we look forward to that. Close out the 2022 summer. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 on Holler. Corey Braun had a couple of 1-2-3 innings in the 2nd and 3rd. Got out of trouble in the 4th, but the 5th inning was his undoing. Wasn't helped by an error to open up the inning. However, the error was charged to Corey Braun. It was a tough play trying to get over to first base to field a throw and a ground out.
Nope.
And that's called a ball, so it's 2-2. 1 out, base is empty. And it's 3-2 to the Pirates' second baseman. And the payoff pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. A 1-out walk to Austin Holler, and Pinal thought he had strike 3 a few moments ago, but it's ball 4, so Holler reaches with 1 out.
Daniel Garcia.
And that'll bring up Daniel Garcia. And Hiraki. And Pinal will discuss things for a moment. It's 6-2 lead for the Pirates. Obviously, Panners don't want to give up any more runs here in the 6th inning. And Garcia is 2 for 3 so far in the game. Had that 2-run home run back in the 1st inning. Singled and scored in the 5th inning for the Inland Valley Pirates, who have another base runner here in the 6th. That one is skipped in the dirt in front of home plate, stopped by Hiraki. Keeps the runner at first base. Garcia and then Connor McKinney. So tough spot in the batting order here for Matthew Pinal. The right-hander sets with the 1-0 and throws to first, and the runner back safely. 6-2 lead. GoldPanner head coach Mark Lindsay ejected at the end of the 5th inning. And we're going to try and find out what occurred there. And a strike is called. It's 1-1. Beautiful night here in Fairbanks. Great night for baseball. Panners hoping to come back here tonight as they trail it by 4 after the Pirates made the monumental comeback a night ago. And there goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second base is right there. Does Munoz get the tag down? He does. Caught stealing goes 2-6. Hiraki to Munoz. Second out of the inning. Base runner erased. And Garcia with a 1-2 count against Matthew Pennall. Garcia will step back in. This is the second runner thrown out by Blake Hiraki. Swing and a miss. Just like that, the inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, nobody left on through 5.5. It's 6-2 Pirates. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning here. It is a 6-2 lead for the Pirates. And Sean Rimmer will lead things off for the GoldPanners. We have 2 runs on 4 hits so far. I get the feeling, though, that the bats are starting to come alive here. Some offense might be on the way. It looked like they were about to have a big inning in the 5th. But a pop-up and a strikeout induced by starting pitcher Blake Griffin, who remains in the game here in the 6th. We got him out of some trouble. Panners did get a run on the solo home run for Isaac Shook. Now it's Rimmer, Shamau, and Kless due up here in the 6th. Time to chip away at this Pirates lead. Good work for Matthew Pennall.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And got some help from Blake Hiraki and Marty Munoz. Another caught stealing. Rimmer, big swing, but he skies one right side, foul territory. And over there is McKinney, and he will make the catch. And Rimmer is out number 1 here in the 6th. Brings up Tate Shamau, who's came in red hot, but he's 0 for 2 in the game.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 6, Tate Shamau.
So now 10 for his last 18 is Tate, the Hawaii native. Great to see a lot of our regular season ticket holders here in the stands tonight. It's tough when the Panners leave town. You're here at the ballpark every night, and then suddenly they're gone for a few weeks. Shamau hits this one high and deep to left, but towards the wall in front of the fence, making the catch is Bo Betton. Shamau just a little bit too far underneath that one, and it goes as a fly ball to left for out number 2. And now here's Brock Kless. So 4 straight retired by Blake Griffin after starting to run into trouble in the 5th inning, but great recovery by Blake. I mean, he's been good tonight. He's held this powerful Panner lineup to just 2 runs on only 4 hits tonight through 5 2/3. That's not a lot of arms have done that this summer. Here's Kless, 0 for 2. Diving stop by McFarland at third. He throws on to first. The foot came off the bag, but they call him out, and Jake Taylor loses it at first base. And then he gets overruled by Dwayne Clemens. Wait, I think Dwayne Clemens just came out to tell Keith Jackson that the runner was safe, that the foot came off.
The catcher was
Ryan Hansen came up running all the way over from third. And so the runner is safe at first. And now Charlie Reynoso of the Pirates wants to understand what's going on. Dwayne Clemens did not wait for a conference. He came out and just overruled from behind home plate. And that's certainly the way it looked from here. Jake Taylor exploding at first base. Oh, boy.
Now up to bat for your GoldPanners.
Meanwhile, Marcus Mastroboni
Isaac
standing on the edge of the turf, looking on. He's been tasked with coaching this team the rest of the way after Mark Lindsay ejected at the end of the 5th. So what it all means is Brock Kless is safe at first base. And that has to go as an error. And here's Isaac Shook, who homered in his last at-bat. 2 outs, runner at first. And Isaac fouls this one back to the netting. There's nobody throwing in the bullpen for the Pirates. They had a right-hander throwing
Wash your worries away.
last
One
inning.
can at a time with the Bulldoggers.
But he has not gotten back up. And here's the 0-1 to Shook. And Isaac takes a ball, it's 1-1. After Shook is Blake Hiraki. Garrel Von Day near the press box above Growden Memorial Field. One and two. Way up at the chin of Blake Hiraki. Fastball. But he bobs out of the way. And it's 2-2 with a runner at first base and 2 away. Bottom of the 6th inning. And he takes ball 3. That's 3-2. Everybody thought it was ball 4. I thought it was ball 3. And it is. So Shuck has to come back and pick up the bat. Whoopsie. And now the 3-2 pitch. He reaches out and pokes one towards second, but fielding it is Holler, and he throws on to first. That's it for the GoldPanners here in the 6th. 6 complete. It's still 6-2 Pirates. in to pitch for the GoldPanners as we start the 7th inning, much to the delight of a certain group of people on the third base side of the stands, is Fairbanks native Andrew Tropman. Andrew Tropman, 6'3", 210-pound right-handed sophomore, into the game, and this one is fouled back to the netting. It's 0-2 on Connor McKinney. McKinney at 2 for 3 today. A couple of runs batted in, 1 run scored. Isaiah Marquez on deck. He'll be followed by Kyle Dobson. It is a 6-2 lead for the Inland Valley Pirates. And he hits this one into right, but there to make the catch is Sean Rimmer for out number 1. So the crowd way back into it now with Trotman on the mound.
Now to bat
Crowd
for the
always
Pirates,
loves it when
number
there's
29, Isaiah Marquez.
not only when Fairbanks players are on the field for the GoldPanners, but when they're big-time contributors, too, like Andrew Trotman, they really get geared up. Isaiah Marquez. One for 2 with a walk so far in the game. The Pirates got a 2-run home run from Daniel Garcia, the second batter of the game. Take a 2-0 lead. This one is chopped back to the mound. Trotman fields it, turns, throws a strike to first. 2 up and 2 down. The GoldPanners got a run back in the bottom of the first. Brock Rudy leadoff double, scored on a Flores sac fly. But a 4-run 5th inning for the Pirates. Put them up 6-2. Panners got a solo home run from Shook in the bottom of the 5th. And that's where we sit now, 6-2. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Pirates, 2 runs, 4 hits for the GoldPanners. And 2 up and 2 down for Andrew Tropman. The third pitcher of the game for Fairbanks. Matthew Pinal goes 2 innings for the GoldPanners. And it's outside for ball 1-1 to Kyle Dobson in the 5 spot.
Nope.
And it's 2-1 from Trotman to Dobson. Trying to go 1-2-3 here in the 7th. Matthew Pinal, 2 scoreless, no hits. He walked 2, struck out 2. Corey Braun, the pitcher of record for Fairbanks. The starter, Blake Griffin, is still in the game for the Pirates. That one is fouled off. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And with 2 outs and the base is empty, Mark Lindsay ejected, GoldPanner head coach, at the end of the 5th inning. And we have his explanation for why he was tossed. Chopper that actually hit the batter, Dobson, when it bounced up. And so the runner is safe. I thought it hit him after it bounced, which would rule him out.
Now to bat for the Pirates, number 14, Anthony McFarland.
I must be seeing things. So Dobson is safe at first. Yeah, now it's McFarland. Chops this one foul, third base side.
That foul ball.
Hey, it's the top of the 7th,
Danny
and there are
Kane.
2 outs, and you know what that means. Go get your kazoos, because it's almost the stretch. Poor Happy Boy yesterday got all suited up and then waited while the Pirates sent 10 batters to the plate and scored 5 runs before he could take the field. High fly ball into right. Rimmer's got it for out number 3. Here we go, everyone. It's time to get happy.
Get up on your feet. It's the middle of the 7th. Get your kazoos out as Lithia Chevrolet of Fairbanks is proud to present Happy Boy.
I was walking on the street on a sunny day, feeling in my bones till I had my way. Oh, I'm a happy boy, I'm a happy boy. Oh, is it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey, my little dog Spot got hit by a car. Put his guts in a box and put him in a drawer. Oh, I'm a happy boy, oh, I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. I forgot all about it for a month and a half.
Hubba, 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 hubba.
I looked in the drawer and started to laugh. Cause I'm a happy boy.
Happy
I'm a
Boy.
happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Happy Boy. That's how we stretch here in Fairbanks. Now to bat for your goal.
Blake Hiraki will lead off for the GoldPanners after Happy Boy does his thing, and he grounds one up the middle and through for a base hit. Blake Hiraki gives the GoldPanners a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Panners have got the leadoff man on 4 times in the game. Twice that runner has scored.
GoldPanners, number 2, Marty Munoz.
It's time to get some runs. Panners trail it by 4. It's 6-2 Inland Valley. And still in the game is starting pitcher Blake Griffin in the 7th inning. Here's Marty Munoz, 0 for 1 with a walk in the game. And the bullpen will get started once more for the Pirates. I think it's the same right-hander that was throwing earlier. Can't pick up a number from here. So Happy Boy does his thing and often brings forth some offense. Their work last night. Couple of runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Munoz into right field, a base hit. And the runner will hit around second. He's on his way to third, and the throw is off the mark. So Hiraki all the way to third base on the single by Munoz. Munoz sees that gap on the right side with McKinney covering the bag and hits it hard right through there, and out to the mound comes Charlie Reynoso. And that is going to be it for Blake Griffin, but great effort tonight for the right-hander, Blake Griffin from Chaffee College, and he departs now with 2 aboard and nobody out. Pitching change coming up at Growden. It's 6-2 Pirates, GoldPanners threatening. New pitcher into the game is number 13, Nathaniel Garcia. Nathaniel Garcia, another Chaffee College project, the 6'4" right-hander, enters the game with Gold at the corners and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, with the Panners trailing 6-2. Brock Rudy at the plate. He's having a 2-for-3 night so far with a double, a run scored, and a single. And Rudy with an opportunity to draw the GoldPanners closer, and he takes upstairs for ball 2. 2 runs on 6 hits for the GoldPanners. Six runs on 8 hits for the Pirates. This one is foul back. And it's 2-1.
That foul ball brought to you by the Gold Daughters. I ain't saying she's a gold digger, but maybe she will be after a day at the Gold Daughters learning how to gold.
Haraki leads off with a single. Munoz singles. Moving Haraki to third. That's it for Blake Griffin. And now it's Nathaniel Garcia. Rudy takes ball 3. +6 for Blake Griffin. He cannot get a loss, no matter what the Panners do here in the 7th. Rudy swing and a miss. It's 3-2. Off-speed pitch. Brock out in front. And the count is full. Big at bat here for Rudy. Garcia with a payoff pitch to Rudy. Hits him. Munoz was on the move. Brock tried to jump out of the way of that fastball. No shot. And so he's hit by a pitch on a 3-2 count.
Don't call Saul, call Bill.
And the bases are full of Gold here in the 7th. Huge opportunity here for Fairbanks as the potential tying run comes to the plate in Caleb Milliken. Milliken 0 for 3 today. Caleb did not play yesterday. And the first pitch is outside to Milliken, and now out comes Charlie Reynoso. And he wants to talk to Garcia. There are now 2 right-handers throwing in the pen for the Pirates. And Reynoso wants to gather his infielders with the bases loaded. And nobody out here in the 7th inning. Garrow Von Dane. The plot thickens here in Fairbanks. GoldPanners rallying potentially here in the bottom of the 7th after a Happy Boy. Conversation comes to an end, and Nathaniel Garcia will get back to work here against Caleb Milliken. 1 ball pitch is outside for ball 2. Charlie Reynoso immediately turns to the bullpen and starts gesturing and signaling. The 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, it's 2-1. This one is going to drop into left center field, a base hit for Milliken. Hiraki scores. Here comes Munoz behind him. The throw to third misses and goes to the Panner dugout. And around comes Rudy. He will score. It is a 6-5 game. The Panners are right back in it. All the way to third goes Milliken on the play. And the Panners, here they come. Milliken clears the bases. And still nobody out in the inning.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 21, Raphael Flores.
What is it about Happy Boy? Yielding runs. Almost a guarantee. And now Raphael Flores can tie the game. Chopper foul.
That foul ball brought to you by the Pita Pit.
Ball comes in from the bullpen, so time is called. Raphael Flores with a no ball, 1 strike count. The Panners had 4 hits when we started the 7th inning. Now they have 3 more. Close the book on the starter Blake Griffin. Flores hits one to right. Right at right fielder Garcia. Runner will tag from third. He will come home and score. We're tied at 6. The Panners played 4 runs as Flores pumps his fist with another sac fly RBI. How about this? The Panners with a 4-run 7th inning.
Number 22, Sean Rimmer.
And the throwing error plays in big. On the throw to third, on the Milliken double. Because that allows Rudy to score and Milliken to get to third. And he comes in on that sac fly to tie the game. And now here's Sean Rimmer with 1 out. Rimmer takes outside from Nat Garcia. Now Corey Braun's off the hook. And Rimmer fouls this one back.
That foul ball brought to you by Tommy G's Meat and
I'm telling you,
Sausage.
no lead is going to be safe in this series. So, I said a few minutes ago, things have been going on, so I haven't gotten back to it yet, but had an explanation from Mark Lindsay as Rimmer grounds one through the left side for a base hit. Sean has his 2nd hit of the night. And the Panners not done yet here in the 7th. It's still just 1 out. He brings up Tate Shamau, who's 0 for 3. So,
Now to bat for your GoldPanners,
apparently
number 6,
Mark Lindsay
Tate Shamau.
was ejected at the end of the 5th inning. He came out and talked to the umpires. And he was talking about the play at first base when Corey Braun went to cover the bag on the throw. That was the Max Shore at bat. And they said that Corey's foot came off the base. Swinging a foul tip, it's 1-1 to Shamau. So Mark Lindsay had an opportunity to go look at the PannerVision replay and froze a shot of Braun's foot on the bag before the runner Shore arrived at first base. And he was told that he's not permitted to go look at a video replay on PannerVision, and therefore was ejected.
Again, we're still looking for
How about that?
50-50 ticket number 349586.
This is America.
That's your
Anybody
number.
can watch
And your
PannerVision.
Yeah, we can have it up in the sky. Fly it on a string behind a plane.
Shimao grounds one to short. 6-4. Not going to get Tate at first base. So Panners still alive here in the 7th.
Ticket number is 349568.
Fielder's choice for Shimao brings up Brock Kless.
Won the 50-50 and go claim your cash on the
A
first
6-6
base side
game.
of the field.
Looks like we're headed for another long one tonight. Hopefully not as long as last night.
Number 25, Brock Kless.
Over 3.5 hours a night ago. We're at 2 hours and 47 minutes right now. Or no, we're not. 2 hours and 17 minutes. Bottom of the 7th inning. We'll take it when the Panners are putting up runs. That one almost hit Brock Kless, the 8th batter of the inning. Blake Griffin tabbed with a no decision tonight, too. Griffin's 6 innings, well, 6+.
Sponsored by
He is charged with 4 runs on 6 hits, struck out 4 and walked 3. The eye test said pretty good start tonight for Blake Griffin. Doesn't look as good on paper, but he did pretty good job tonight for the Pirates. So now it's Nat Garcia. This one is a little bloop down the right field line. Will it stay fair? It goes foul.
That foul ball brought to you by the Gold Daughters.
Shimao scores if that's a fair ball.
Visit golddaughters.com for more information or check them out
He was
on
almost a third.
Instagram at Gold Daughters.
Brock 0 for 3 in the game, reached on an error in the 6th. The 2-2. Vine down the right field line, and it's just foul again. That one even closer, and
That
Kless
foul
drops
ball
his
brought
head.
to you by the Turtle Club.
Says, man.
Somebody give Tate some oxygen.
Tate Shimao. I would have pulled 6 hamstrings on those last 2 foul balls. Yeah, I know, I only have 2. But I would have pulled them 3 times each. Shimao running on contact from first base. And it's 2-2 on Brock Kless with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. If he reaches, it'll be Shook. Kless reaches out, and this one is going to find the gap in right center, and it bounces off the glove of Marquez. Shimao around third. He will score, and the Panners lead it 7-6, and Shimao doubles over to catch his breath. Brock Kless doubles to center field.
Somebody in the dugout, please give Tate some oxygen. Thank you.
Shimao did a lot of running. And credit Brock Kless. 2 foul balls that almost drove in the go-ahead run. And then he straightens it out into the right center field gap. Pitching change coming up. It's 7-6 GoldPanners here in the 7th. New pitcher into the game for the Inland Valley Pirates is number 21, Anthony Barrera. Anthony Barrera, the 6'2" right-hander out of, you guessed it, Chaffee College. It's all Chaffee tonight on the mound. That's 3 in a row for the Pirates. Runner at second base with 2 outs. Grounded right over first base, stopped by McKinney, who flips to Barrera, who's there in time to make the play. And the Panners send 9 batters to the plate.
50-50
In
winner.
the 7th inning, they score 5 runs and take a 7-6 lead into the 8th inning.
Number 3.
Third comes Clark. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Clark scores. Brock Rudy wins it for the GoldPanners in the bottom of the 10th inning. And the GoldPanners storm the field. They win the Midnight Sun game at 39 minutes past 1 in the morning. An improbable, magical win for the GoldPanners here in 2022. An emotional roller coaster comes to an end here at Fairbanks at Growden Memorial Park. Another incredible ball game in the Midnight Sun game. The head coaches shake hands around home plate, and the Panners win it 10-9. Matthew Pinal is your winning pitcher. Tyler Agnew takes the loss, and Brock Rudy does it again for the GoldPanners. The winning RBI single to score Caden Clark
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending
in the bottom of the 10th.
17th edition of the Midnight Sun game.
Here's the 1-1 from Agnew. First pitch of the 8th inning is fouled off. Andrew Trotman on the mound for the GoldPanners, and lots changed since he entered the game. GoldPanners have turned a 6-2 deficit into a 7-6 lead, a 5-run bottom of the 7th. Trotman misses inside on Gabriel Rico, who's 0 for 2 with a walk today. Panners have their first lead of the night. Trotman will try to keep it that way and comes way inside again. It's 2-1 on Rico. It'll be Rico, followed by Betton and Shore. Garrow Von Dane here at Growden. Another good one. It's just game 2 of the 6-game series. This one is hit high into right field, and Rimmer is there to make the catch to retire Rico. Andrew Trotman so far has faced 5 batters, given up just 1 base hit.
10, Bo Betton.
No walks, no strikeouts, just getting outs. And here's Bo Betton, who's 0 for 3, is grounded out 3 times in the game. Deals a strike. There is a right-hander throwing in the pen for the Inland Valley Pirates. GoldPanners hoping to even up this series at a game apiece and win their first game here at home since the Midnight Sun game on June 21st. But this one is grounded into right field for a base hit. Betton has his first hit of the night.
Now to bat for the Pirates, number 7, Max Shore.
Well, if the Panners hang on to win this one, does Mark Lindsay have to get ejected every night?
Yeah.
Keep it going?
Yeah, some intensity.
Coach ejected at the end of the 5th inning for arguing with the umpires about a previous call that he disagreed with, and brought photographic evidence from a frozen frame of PannerVision. Max Shore is 0 for 3, has scored after reaching on an error in the 5th inning. That was the play Coach Lindsay was discussing with the umpires. Throw to first runner just gets back in time.
Nope.
Runner at first base with 1 out. Andrew Trotman gets a chopper left side. Charging it is Munoz. Going to have to hurry it. And he double clutches on the call. Is safe at first. Just couldn't get a clean grasp of the baseball as he went to throw. And that was just enough to allow the runner to reach.
Back to the top of the lineup
E6.
for the Pirates, number 11, Austin Holler.
And there are 2 aboard now for the Pirates with 1 out. The tying run is in scoring position. The go-ahead run at first base. Austin Holler has reached 3 times on free passes. He's been hit by pitches twice and also walked once. Talked all about the free passes last night and how costly they were. Today, GoldPanner pitchers have walked 4. Hit 2 and allowed another to reach on an error. Three of those eventually scored. Everybody wants to have discussions right now, and now it's Trotman and Hiraki. Garrow Von Dane here at Growden. GoldPanners clinging to a 7-6 lead here in the top of the 8th inning. Tomorrow night is hockey night here at the ballpark, hoping to get some guests here. I don't know. I haven't gotten confirmation on whether or not, it's not one way or the other, if Colton Parayko is going to be here. The St. Louis Blue, who played here at University of Alaska Fairbanks, and I believe he's in town doing a hockey camp like he likes to do in the summertime here, giving back to the community. But don't know if he's going to be here. This one's got to pass the diving Munoz into left field. Ball is scooped by Rudy. Runner is waved home. The throw to the plate is there. The tag is down and out at the plate is Batten. What a throw from Brock Rudy. And a great catch and tag from Hiraki. Wow. Rudy to Hiraki. And everything had to go just right. And it did. 2 away in the inning. At second base is Shore, and on at first is Holler on this single. And now a couple of the coaches get together for the Pirates. And now they want to talk to the umpires. And I'm guessing that's about the play at the plate. But I'm not sure. Maybe they're just making changes right now. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going to bring in a pinch runner. So Anthony
Now
Gibbons will run
Valley Pirates. It's number 4, Anthony Gibbons.
for Max Shore. So they will change
He goes
catchers.
in place for number 7, Max Shore. And now up to bat for the Pirates is number 20, Daniel Garcia.
So the pinch runner comes in with 2 outs. Wow, what a throw and catch. Rudy to Hiraki, who makes the grab and the tag. Keep it a 1-run lead for Fairbanks. Now Andrew Trotman to Daniel Garcia, who hit that 2-run home run early. And now Marcus Mastroboni comes out, who's acting as the head coach now for the GoldPanners after Mark Lindsay ejected. And I think he just saw a little confusion on the face of Andrew Trotman, perhaps. And Marcus Mastroboni returns to the dugout. Spent 5 years in the Cubs organization. Injuries and COVID and the shrinking of the minor leagues all led to the end of Marcus's playing career. This ball is hit deep to center field. Going back is Kless, and he looks to be underneath it and will make the catch for out number 3. Another strong inning for Andrew Trotman, and some great defense for the GoldPanners. They lead it 7-6 after 7.5.
Baseball fans.
Going back, and it is gone. A home run for Brock Rudy. A 3-run shot that brings the GoldPanners to within 2. It's 6-4. Brock Rudy. And the Utah fight song plays. Off the fists, and it's a little flare, and a diving catch by Milliken. What a play to save some runs. What a stab at second. The glove flip to the bag, on to first. The 4-6-3 double play. Milliken with another highlight to be home to the North Pole Knicks baseball team. This one is lined into right center field for a base hit. Alexander drives one into center, and all the way over to third goes Remmers. Blake Hiraki will lead off for Fairbanks as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Panners leading 7-6, and already a conference on the mound is Barrera and his new catcher now, Anthony Gibbons. I want to get their side square. Gibbons came in as a pinch runner in the 8th inning, replacing Max Shore. Max ends an 0 for 4 day, and this one is dropped into right field for a base hit for Hiraki. A leadoff single for the GoldPanner catcher, made that great catch and tag of the runner at home plate on the throw from Brock Rudy to keep this a 7-6 lead. What a huge play that was.
For your GoldPanners, number 2, Marty
in the top of the 8th inning. Hiraki 2 for 3 tonight. Also reached on a walk earlier in the game. And Marty Munoz 1 for 2 with a walk, scored a run so far. 7 runs, 10 hits for the GoldPanners. 6 runs, 10 hits for the Inland Valley Pirates. The Pirates have been charged with 2 errors, and so have the GoldPanners. Marty Munoz with a 2-ball, no-strike count, shows bunt, takes ball 3. The Pirates have one more turn to bat, and they want to keep this a 1-run game. But it's 3-0 on Munoz with nobody out and a runner at first. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes a strike on a changeup, and it's 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Munoz on base 3 times tonight. Marty, don't ever grow that mustache back.
Back to the top of the lineup for your goaltenders. Number 29, Brock Rudy.
Remember that last year when Luke Glasgow was just crushing the baseball and the beard had all the power, and then he up and shaves, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? I mean, just having a monstrous summer and then shaves the beard midsummer. What happened to superstition? Brock Rudy, 2 for 3 tonight. A double, a single. He scored twice. Been on base 3 times. Had that great throw in the top of the 8th inning from left field. The 2-0. And he swings and pops it up high, foul territories towards the Gold Panner dugout, and it will find the seats. And look out, Angus.
That foul ball brought to you by the Gold Daughters. Hunt for gold, ice age fossils, and gemstones.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
At the local gold mine.
young Angus almost got a souvenir. Oh, boy. 2 balls and a strike to Brock Rudy. And he takes ball 3. 2 aboard with nobody out. There's nobody in the bullpen. Rudy hits this one high into foul territory, left field, long run, and just about able to get to it, but not quite, as Bo Betton.
That foul ball brought to you by Hometown Physical Therapy.
So Brock, a couple of foul balls. And the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. You expect him to get a double every time he's up. And now he's ready to go with a 3-2. Anthony Barrera misses for ball 4. Oh boy, the base is loaded now for the Gold Panners.
All right,
there is nobody out and gold on every base. And here comes head coach Charlie Reynoso, and he's going to take the baseball from Barrera. Will there be another Chaffee pitcher into the game? You'll find out when we return. 7-6 Gold Panners looking for more. New pitcher into the game for the Inland Valley Pirates is number 16, Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross did not go to Chaffee. He went to Citrus Junior College, the 5'8" right-hander for the Pirates. And he comes into a situation where the Pirates trail by just one in the bottom of the 8th, but the GoldPanners have the bases loaded with nobody out. And here is Caleb Milliken. Panners could try to all but put this one away. And he takes ball 1. Just 4 batters faced for Barrera. 2 walks and a single here in the 8th inning precipitated his exit, and it's 2-0 on Milliken. And the 2-0. Pop back and out of play.
Heads up concession stand. That foul ball brought to you by Frosty Hooters.
This one's fouled out of play.
Oh, that little kid almost had it over there.
I think he just saw me.
Foul ball sponsored by Sourdough Transfer.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Milliken strikes out for the first out of the inning. And now it's Rafael Flores with the bases loaded and now 1 out.
For your GoldPanners, number 21, Rafael Flores.
Base is stacked. 7-6 lead for Fairbanks. Bottom of the 8th, and Flores awaits the first pitch from Aiden Ross and takes a curveball for a strike. After Flores is Rimmer. Out in front of that off-speed pitch for strike 2. Ross mixing up pitches here. And he's in front of Flores, 0-2. Panners would love to get some insurance here. This Pirates team, we know how they can hit. They have 10 hits tonight. They had 16 hits last night. And here's the 1-2. Just misses ball 2. Gibbons tried to square that one. The 2-2 to Flores. Line to left, a base hit. Hiraki scores. Here comes Munoz. He'll beat the throw home. And both runners go to second and third. It's 9-6 GoldPanners. Rafael Flores drives in a couple of more. Rafi with 4 RBIs tonight. He had 3 last night. What a stretch for Flores against these Pirates. So the Panners do get some insurance. And that brings up Sean Rimmer. You know what he would like to do right now. Lines one up the middle and through. A base hit. Rudy scores. Flores tries to evade the tag, but he is thrown out at home by Marquez. But it's now 10-6 GoldPanners. Rudy scores his 3rd run of the night. Flores out. 8-2. Good throw from Isaiah Marquez. But Rimmer drives in another GoldPanner run. Sean with 3 hits tonight. And here's Tate Shamau with 2 away. Liner into left field, a base hit. First and second as the inning continues. Panners had 4 hits through the first 6 innings.
Give it up for your little bat boy.
They have 9 hits in the last 2 innings.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 25.
10-6 Panners looking ahead to the 9th inning. It'll be McKinney, Marquez, and Dobson due up.
I look real good today. Jumping under my Bentley.
Brock Kless will try to bring in some more offense. Tate Shamow's first hit of the game. You knew those bats were going to come around at some point. And there go both runners. A pitch inside and no throw. Great jump for Rimmer. Shamow went behind him. The 1-1. Up high, ball 2. Kless 1 for 4 so far. Panners trailed this game 6-1 going into the bottom of the 5th. They've now scored 9 unanswered. Foul tip, it's 3-2 on Kless. Isaac Shook would bat if Kless reaches. 2 outs, runners at second and third.
1, 2, 4, 3.
A 3-run inning so far. Base hit here probably gets you 2 more. Ball 4 outside. The Panners bat around for the 2nd consecutive inning. And here comes Shook.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 17, Isaac Shook.
This is going to be some series, isn't it? What a start we've had to it. If you like offense, come to the right place. Tomorrow's game will start at 7 p.m. A Friday night in Fairbanks. Should be a fun crowd. Hopefully this weather keeps up and the smoke stays away. 1 for 4 is Isaac with a home run. The 9th batter of the inning with Gold on every base. Strike called. Called strike 3. That's the end of the 8th inning, but the Panners score 3 times and they'll take a 10-6 lead into the 9th inning. Last chance for the Pirates when we come back. And he hits this one high down the right field line. It's deep, it's going. Here's the 1-1 from Agnew. Line to left, a base hit. Around third comes Clark. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. Clark scores. Brock Rudy wins it for the GoldPanners in the bottom of the 10th inning. And the GoldPanners storm the field. They win the Midnight Sun game at 39 minutes past 1 in the morning. An improbable, magical win for the GoldPanners here in 2022. An emotional roller coaster comes to an end here at Fairbanks at Growden Memorial Park. Another incredible ball game in the Midnight Sun game. The head coaches shake hands around home plate, and the Panners win it 10-9. Matthew Pinot is your winning pitcher. Tyler Agnew takes the loss.
If you have been
And
drinking
Brock
alcohol, please
Rudy
designate
does it
someone safe
again
to
for
get
the
you home
GoldPanners.
safely.
The winning RBI single to score. Caden Clark
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending
in the bottom of the 10th. Pirates come to the plate in the 9th inning, trailing 10-6. Andrew Trotman will try to finish this one off and get the win. Ground ball to third. Shamau scoops, throws, jumping catch and tag at first by Shook. One pitch, one down here in the 9th. 10 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors for Fairbanks. 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Pirates. The Pirates with the monumental comeback a night ago, trailing by 8 to come back and win. The Panners trailed tonight 6-1 in the 5th and have scored 9 in a row to take a 10-6 lead into the 9th. Garo Von Dane here at Growden. Tomorrow night will start at 7 p.m. It's been a great game. If you missed any of it, you can catch the archive broadcast on YouTube when we wrap this one up. Isaiah Marquez, a 1-for-3 night. Nice assist on the throw to the plate in the bottom of the 8th. And he's trying to give the Pirates some hope here in the 9th. Panners trying to break this Growden losing streak and end it at 5. Crowd not liking that call, and Andrew Trotman will take a little walk. Thought he had strike 2. Instead, it's 3-1 on Marquez with Dobson due up. The 3-1. It's up high for ball 4, so a 1-out walk. That is the first walk issued by Andrew Trotman through 2 1/3.
Now to bat for the Pirates, number 27, Kyle Dobson.
Andrew will shake it off and now face Kyle Dobson, who's 2 for 3 tonight. Big nights tonight for Brock Rudy, Rafael Flores, Sean Rimmer, and Blake Hiraki. Throw to first, runner back safely. Seen it all tonight, some great defense. A comeback by the Panners, trying to hang on now. Head coach Mark Lindsay ejected at the end of the 5th. Happy Boy yielding more offense as the Panners scored 5 runs after he danced on the turf. Trotman misses inside for ball 2. Another throw to first, and it off the glove of Shuck, and that allows the runner to go to second base. I mean, not the end of the world. It's the 3 runners after him that really count. But now he stays out of the double play. Another GoldPanner error. That's 3. There's a strike, 2-1. Crowd fired up and ready for a victory. The runner at second with 1 out. Here's the 2-1 from Trotman to Dobson. 3 looks at second, now he comes home. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Dobson out of Chico State. The 2-2 from Trotman. Popped up. Foul territory. Is there room for Shuck? He makes the catch in front of the Pirates dugout. Dobson retired. That's out number 2, and the Pirates are down to their last out here in Game 2 of the series.
Now to bat for the Pirates, number 14, Anthony McFarland.
Anthony McFarland is 1 for 4 tonight. Trotman wants to talk to his catcher, Blake Hiraki. Make sure they have the sign square. Everything gets changed a little bit when there's a runner at second base. And the Fairbanks crowd here wants to see the Fairbanks native finish this one off and get the victory. Trotman readies with the pitch, and
He wants him to block. Yeah, he's trying to block him. He doesn't want him showing signs.
so they intentionally balk.
Balk called.
The intentional balk for Trotman as the runner goes to third, because they don't want him checking the signs. And time is called. You don't see that every day. I just said you've seen a lot in this game and hadn't seen that one.
Not in the major leagues.
And a strike called to McFarland. The last hope here for the Pirates with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Pirates trail by 4, runner at third base. Check swing on appeal. He did not go. And it's 1-1.
Nope.
McFarland 1 for 4 tonight with a single. Gabriel Rico would bat if McFarland reaches. Strike called. It's 1-2. Panners are 1 strike away from evening the series. And earning a hard-fought come-from-behind win. The 1-2 from Trotman. Inside for ball 2.
Nope.
Two balls and 2 strikes. Trotman and McFarland. Swing and a miss. He strikes him out, and that's the ball game. The Panners win it 10-6. They come all the way back from a 6-1 deficit
That is your ball game.
with 5 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th. High fives all around for the home team.
6, your Alaska GoldPanners 10.
Trotman gets the win. What an effort for Andrew.
Remember, fans, that
Going 3
tomorrow
scoreless.
is hockey night here at Growden Memorial Park. Make sure you wear your hockey
And the Panners win it
jerseys.
10-6.
We want the hockey community to support the
What a ball game
baseball community.
here from Growden Memorial Park.
Tomorrow night with
The GoldPanners take game 2 of the 6-game series. They win their first game since June 21st, the Midnight Sun game here at Growden. They get back in the win column here at home. Great ball game. Hope you enjoyed it on PannerVision, where you can watch every Gold Panner game all summer long. Join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Tune in, turn on, and pan out with more GoldPanners baseball. Had a great start to this series.
We want to see you all back here tomorrow
Pirates take game one, and the Panners respond with a comeback win in game two. 10-6 your final score. For Chris Carlson, engineering and producing the broadcast, I am Garrow Von Dane saying so long from Growden Memorial Park in beautiful, sunny Fairbanks, Alaska. The Panners win at 10-6. Tomorrow's hockey night. Join us for a great night from the ballpark. It is every year here at Growden. Good night, everybody. Celebrate victory. And have one on me. We'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Good night.